Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Video Games. We are back with a real treat today, a really cool arcade game from 1985. You can see all of our arcade games at lionsarcade.com. Check out that 8-bit synthesized music. This is Nintendo's Hogan's Alley. It came out in 1985. This was a Versus system game. You can see on the marquee it says Versus Hogan's Alley. So the way all these worked, was Nintendo released a bunch of games to the arcade in a little kit where you could put it in their either their cabinets or a kit cabinet or whatever, but you could swap the games out. So for the operators, that you could buy just the artwork, which was just the sign and a few chips, and swap it on the board and make it a new game. So this was one of those kit games. So all of the kit games for the Versus system had verses on them. You don't actually play against each other or anything. That was just the name of the system. So, but this is, if you don't know the deal with these Nintendo cabinets, this is actually, you can tell by the orange cabinets, a dead giveaway that this originally was a Donkey Kong Jr. game. And then they released this kit where you could turn it into their new Versus system so that you could upgrade it, you know, and make it a new game, make more money. This would have been in probably 84 or 85, so that by that time Donkey Kong Jr., which came out in 1981, wasn't making any money anymore. So this is a pretty cool little game. I'll show you how the control panel looks. On the Versus games, the control panel was just generic, so it had two joysticks and then the buttons. And so whenever you changed the kit out, you didn't have to change that, you just left it how it was. Only exception being if you changed it into a gun game. So if you changed it into a gun game, you had to mount this holster where the one of the joysticks was. So that little sticker says, "Warning! Alarm will sound if gun is removed from cable. Vandals will be prosecuted." So basically, if you disconnect the cable, or I think even that chain there will do it, but if you disconnect the cable, it starts making a really loud buzzing sound. That's how they could tell if someone was trying to steal it. Apparently they knew about that ahead of time because they designed that little sticker to come with it and the alarm to go off. So this is a really cool game. You probably played it for the Nintendo Entertainment System, but you don't see it that much anymore because the zapper for the Nintendo Home System doesn't work on new style TVs. Isn't that horrible? So you have to have an original style tube CRT TV for the zapper to work. However, this is the real deal here, man. This is the arcade version. So it's got the original TV in there, the original monitor. So we rebuilt the monitor and got it looking good. We usually buy these games broken and fix them up. So that's what we've done on this one. Like I said, it originally was a Donkey Kong Jr. and we could have turned it back into a Donkey Kong Jr. We could have bought all the art and the game board and all the wiring and all that, but we just happened to have this stuff to get the gun working again on this Hogan's Alley. So we figured we'd leave it a Hogan's Alley, because it's a cool game that you don't see that often. So you see tons of Donkey Kong Juniors, and they're more valuable, they're worth more, but you don't see these too much, so we figured we'd leave it and have something neat here. I want to show you some of the stickers on the back. Check this out. This tells a lot of stories. Alright, so here's the deal. When this originally came out, that plate came on it. Nintendo Co. Limited, made in Japan. Model number DJR1-UP-US. That means Donkey Kong Jr. upright. That's what this originally was. Whenever they turned it into the Versus system, they added this plate, because this came with the kit, right? MGS UP-US. That means multi-game system upright, United States. So that probably happened in 1984 or so. Right? Okay. Then, at one point, they put this on there, which is an Atari sticker, right? Because, and then up here, Whoop, if I can get it to focus, there we go. Manufactured by Atari Games. So heck, this isn't an Atari game. What's going on with this? Atari and Nintendo have been at each other's throats for about 5 years by the time this happened. But Atari released some kits for Nintendo's Versus system, but basically didn't license them. Or maybe they licensed. I don't know. I don't think that they licensed them. I think they just kind of figured out how to make them. So they actually, with theirs, they sent these little stickers that said it was an Atari game. So at one time, this was probably an RBI baseball or something like that, right? And then they put this sticker on it, because then they turned it from an RBI baseball into a Hogan's Alley, right? So they put that on there. And also, it has this tax sticker here. So this game was still out on route in 1988 here in South Carolina. So I just thought that was interesting that it had all of the all these different stickers on the back that kind of tell a story. So of course we left all that stuff. It's pretty cool. So anyway, there you have it. That is a Nintendo Versus system with Hogan's Alley in it. I will get the tripod and we'll play through it a little bit. All right. Get rid of that moire pattern, I believe they call it. All right. And the reason they called this Hogan's Alley was because back in the 80s, people, whenever you said Hogan's Alley, they thought of this FBI training course that the FBI had built, where it was this little town with little pop-up figures that people that were training to be marksmen would go there, and you know, that's how they would learn to become better marksmen or whatever. So they would differentiate between good guys and bad guys. So this is the same thing. It's just a video game version of it. So now whenever you say Hogan's Alley, people think of this game, but back then it meant there was an actual FBI training course called Hogan's Alley. So pretty cool. All right, we will try it out. Let me put some credits on it. And 1 or 2 players can play. Whenever you play a 2-player game, you just trade off the guns. So here we go. Standard disclaimer: I am not the world's best marksman. So shoot the bad guys, don't shoot the good guys. I got you, sucker. Yeah. Round 3. Round 5. Oh, I missed him. Oh, no. All right, we're going to do it again. Missed him again. I was trying to shoot the cop. That'd be a bad idea. No, don't do that. All right, one more time. Got you, sucker. It looks like it keeps your time at the top too. It said 1.6. So here we are in the real. Yeah. Two bad guys. Lots of bad guys. They're all buying guns at the gun shop, I guess. Uh-oh. I think that noise was I got an extra man. The little guns down at the bottom tell you. Alright, bonus round. I ran out of bullets. Round 11. Round 16, yeah. Oh, he got me. Got cheated. Oh, I shot a police officer. Horrible. All right, folks, so there you go. What a cool game. I had it for the home system back in the day, but we don't get these in too often for the arcade game, so we thought we'd film a quick little video of it. There it is. If you want to see all of our other games, go to lionsarcade.com, check them out, or subscribe to us here on YouTube. We're going to be putting up all kinds of videos. Whenever we get in other stuff, we'll be sure to film a video if it's anything cool like this one is. And we'll see you soon. You can also stop by and see us in person if you want. We've got a showroom here with probably 40 games in it. By the time you see this video, this game may already be sold. But maybe we'll have something else that you're interested in. Or if not, just stop by. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina, which is about 15 minutes south of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we sell classic video games and classic arcade games, just like this one. All right, guys, we will see you next video.